Most people fail at their New Year's resolutions, not because they lack motivation, not because they lack discipline, but because they rely on willpower. And willpower is a finite resource. Your brain is constantly trying to conserve energy. So whenever a habit feels even slightly difficult to start, your brain automatically chooses comfort instead of progress. But what if permanent change didn't require more discipline? What if it only required a 20-second head start? Today, you're going to learn a simple psychological rule that can completely change the way your brain chooses habits. It's called the 20-second rule. Your brain operates on a very simple principle: the path of least resistance. The part of your brain responsible for effort and decision-making is called the prefrontal cortex. But most of your daily behaviors aren't controlled there. They are controlled by a much older system in the brain called the basal ganglia. This is where your habits live. Habits exist for one reason: to save energy. Your brain is constantly asking one simple question: which option requires the least effort? That's why scrolling your phone often wins against reading a book. The effort difference might seem small, but even 20 seconds of extra effort can completely change your decision. In behavioral science, this is called activation energy. The higher the activation energy, the less likely the behavior will happen, which means something very powerful. If you reduce the activation energy of a good habit and increase the activation energy of a bad habit, you can literally reprogram your behavior. The first part of the 20-second rule is simple. Make good habits take less than 20 seconds to start. Not to finish, just to start. Because starting is the real battle. For example, if you want to work out in the morning, lay your gym clothes next to your bed the night before. Now starting the workout takes 5 seconds. If you want to read more, leave a book open on your pillow. Now when you go to sleep, reading becomes easier than scrolling your phone. If you want to start journaling, leave your journal open on your desk with a pen ready. You are no longer relying on motivation. You are designing an environment where starting the habit becomes effortless. And your brain will naturally follow the easiest path available. Now here's the second part of the rule. You add friction to bad habits. Just 20 seconds of extra effort. If you want to stop watching too much TV, put the remote in another room. If you want to reduce social media, log out of your accounts or delete the apps. Now opening them takes extra steps, and something interesting happens. Those small obstacles force your brain to leave autopilot mode. The habit loop controlled by the basal ganglia breaks, and your prefrontal cortex wakes up. Suddenly, you're aware of what you're about to do, and awareness often breaks the habit. All because of 20 seconds of friction. Here's how you apply this rule today. Take one habit you want to build. Ask yourself one simple question: what makes starting this difficult? Then remove every barrier. Prepare your environment so the first step takes less than 20 seconds. Then take one habit you want to break. Ask yourself, how can I make this slightly harder? Add small obstacles. Move the trigger. Increase the effort. You are no longer fighting your brain. You are designing the system around it. The truth is, success is rarely about discipline. It's about environment design. The people who seem the most disciplined usually live in environments where good habits are simply easier to start. In a world full of endless digital distractions, you must become the architect of your environment, not the victim of your impulses. So here's a challenge. Right after this video ends, apply the 20-second rule to one habit. Just one. Because sometimes the smallest change in your environment can completely change your behavior. If you want more psychology insights and brain hacks like this, subscribe to Science Up. Because once you understand your mind, you can finally start mastering it.